Level 1 to level 2. So I've got more health. And can access the skill tree. Okay. So we've got Innovator, Defender, and Web Slinger. You've leveled up and earned a skill point. Press X to continue. Skill points are awarded when you gain enough experience points. Complete missions and defeat enemies to gain XP and earn more skill points. Okay. So, Innovator, we've got Web Throw. Hold triangle to grab and throw webbed and electrified enemies that can be tossed into other enemies or the walls. The Perfect Dodge. Press circle as your spider sense turns blue to counter enemies with a web shot to the face. Generates bonus focus. And Swing Kick. Hold square while in the air to swing kick enemies and send them flying. That looks pretty fun, I have to say. Although, I don't know exactly what the best tree to focus on would be. I assume you can't just fill out all 3 trees. Like, you have to pick one to invest in, as it were, but I don't know. Let's see. Rocket Return. Oh, wow. No, I don't think Innovator's the one for me. Like, you can pull guns out of their hands, which is quite handy, but like, I think I'd probably prefer to do the web slinger stuff. Like, yeah, the dodge window. Oh, dodge window getting longer is quite a good idea. Slows time before you take a fatal hit. Yeah, that sounds like something I'll need for this game. And then air attacks, web zip. Ah, yeah. You know what? I'm gonna go for this. Web slinger. Swing kick, and that unlocks all these different things. Oh. All right. So, I was gonna say, I don't know about whether we want to have a motion blur, but I don't know if motion blur is an option. Combat camera, no, I don't think it is. Oh no, here we go. Yeah, motion blur tends to be pretty terrible, so I'm gonna turn that down, at least to 5. Film grain, I'll turn that down to 5 as well. Chromatic aberration, sure, that's fine. And the prompts and everything will stay the same. Cool. Alright, so yeah, already the motion blur looks a lot better for me. Like, I get why motion blur is a thing. It's just one of those things like, yeah, but it doesn't really work well with video quality and everything. But yeah.
Guess I'll just do it myself.
No, don't. It's
Yes,
not
you
safe.
will. Alright. Swinging along.
Gotta love Doc's enthusiasm, but sometimes it gets him into trouble. Better get there before he hurts himself.
Yeah, this already feels quite fun. Hold L3 in the air to dive. Ah, and you do like a deeper dive to get more speed. So if you lose speed and altitude, you do the dive, and then you can speed up after it. Cool, that's good. This game does look quite nice. It does indeed. I have to admit, it's like, it looks fun and it looks good, which are not always a given when it comes to Spider-Man, because sometimes they've been pretty terrible. Insomniac Games also know how to make games. In fact, they also did Spyro. They also did Ratchet & Clank as well. Yes, I think their big game for the PlayStation 5 is in fact Ratchet & Clank rather than Spider-Man Miles Morales. But Spider-Man Miles Morales, I think, was something they were working on since this game came out, basically. Oh. Okay. Yeah, so far, I'm quite liking this. You know, it's interesting. And it feels different to other games I've played like this. Hey! How's it going, Doc?
You started without me.
The grant committee's director will
Indeed.
be here soon. It's fine, Parker. I invented this equipment. I think I can handle it.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
Power damper.
Wait, is this actually going to make Otto into Doc Ock right away? That's very abrupt.
Maybe we should abort.
Not yet.
Like, this is not going to end well.
Hold on.
Yeah, you should have done that first.
Dr. Octavius, are you okay?
Another setback. But we're close.
close to making you a villain.
Is anyone hurt?
No, it was all my fault.
The energy levels exceeded our expectations. From a
Bureaucracy.
certain point, that's a very positive development.
It doesn't smell very positive.
I assure you, in the next phase.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Is there somewhere else we can discuss this?
Maybe you should take the rest of the day off, Peter. But we'll talk later.
Yeah, he's going to have to answer some very difficult questions from people that control the budget for their science experiments. Fun fact, Insomniac are in the same building as Naughty Dog. Oh, were it? Both companies are close.
Take the day off, but I have to figure out what went wrong.
Huh. So yeah, we actually do get to play as Peter Parker. I have heard that there are certain sections in this game where you play as Peter Parker, and those are generally considered the worst parts because, hey, you want to play a Spider-Man game, you don't want to play a Peter Parker game, right? But I'll hold off on my judgment of how difficult this is, or how bad it is. So do some flexing. Up, right, down.
Let's see what's wrong with you.
Repair the prosthetic arm. We do a pipe minigame like Bioshock. No? You can see images of Jak and Daxter on Ratchet games and Ratchet and Clank images in Jak games. Is there any Spyro images or anything like that in Spider-Man? So the servo control path damage, connect the servo motor and power voltage control.
Circuit burned.
Hey, look, it is a pipe minigame.
If I had been here to do the pre-check, I would have caught this.
So the power control for the arm is damaged. Press X to continue. Create a connection between the green start piece and the orange end piece. Okay. So... oh, right. So there are locked things here. Okay, I see. So then, obviously, we rotate this. We're going to... oh, that's fixed in place. Right, I see. So we'll select this, rotate it, and we will take that piece. Can I remove that? Yes. And then rotate that. There we go, that's better. Okay, so simple puzzle thing to solve the connection. That's fine. I can imagine this getting a lot more complex in the future and be like, ah, actually, this is quite difficult. What do I do?
Got it.
There we go. Ta-da! A doctor called Otto with mechanical limbs in a Spider-Man game. Wonder where I've heard that before. Some circuit pieces only allow connections from specific directions. Well, yeah, that's why there's some pieces that are locked, right? Oh, they're talking about the arrows. I see. Yeah, okay. So in actual fact, I want to take that one off. Because I probably don't have enough pieces to make it all the way to the bottom. Let's see, actually. Do I? Yeah, I've only got 3 pieces. No, yeah, I have to do this. Okay. Fair enough. Makes sense. No, I've heard about this being an old Peter Parker. So the fact that Fisk is saying about, oh, this is, 8 years. Do the other piece. It's really interesting. Like, my experience of Spider-Man is basically different cartoons on Fox Kids or whatever else was on at the time. Oh, I didn't need to have that. Ah, interesting. Okay. So let's do that. There we go. Yeah, that makes sense. So it's going to be interesting to see how they've sort of translated these characters from a different perspective. In order to set the power voltage control, you must also meet its charge requirement. Press X to continue. Some circuit pieces provide a positive or negative charge. Okay. So, positive, negative, positive, negative. Is that right? Oh, yeah, okay. I have the pieces. I just need to actually do it. And then... so. There we go, right? So, if I remove this, remove that. So, I need... right, so I need +2... here. Oh, the target voltage is 3. I see. Okay. So let's take these pieces out. So +2. Then that has to be -1. And we have another +2. There we go. Success! Press X to continue. Cool. Everything should be repaired. Nice. Fun fact, sometimes your web doesn't attach to anything while you're swinging. I thought that in this game they actually did make it so that it really does attach to building geometry.
Good as new.
Hey, look at that. Full range of movement. How about that? Parker's so good he attaches to the skybox. That's how it worked in Spider-Man PlayStation 1 at least. But yeah, I thought in this one they made it so that it attaches to the vertices and the polygons actually in the environment. But hey, never know.
Doc's been testing new materials for the prosthetics. He asked me to review his work if I had time. May as well dig in now.
Circuit projects are now available in the lab. Okay, I have a feeling I have to do some of these as part of the main storyline, but it's not going to be a main focus of the playthrough, I don't think.
We're trying to improve the prosthetics hardware. I should review what Doc's been developing and double-check his work.
Yeah, I thought so. So you get extra experience for doing these puzzles, and it looks like they become available later on as well. The station allows you to work on circuit projects, earn XP and other rewards for completing them. More circuit projects will unlock as you progress through the game. So yeah, you get bonus for full completion. Looks like you get, what? Is that a innovator skill point thing? Something like that. Okay.
Doc was trying to improve the actuator's granularity.
Alright. So yeah, you get little side puzzle thingies before. But yeah, like I said before, the thing about this is that when you play a game about Spider-Man, you want to play Spider-Man. You don't want to play Peter Parker necessarily. But I do appreciate that this is a way to sort of keep the gameplay fresh and different and add some variety to it. So it's nice that they've actually put this in. This is an older Peter Parker, not in his high school days. I think in his college days. I don't know if it's post-grad, but yeah, college. Web swinging, adapts to buildings and things like that. But to make it good, sometimes you don't attach to anything. That's the thing, isn't it? It's like making it invisible to the player when you're like skipping out those instances is a skill in itself. Because if a player notices it, then that's kind of not what you want. You want to make it invisible as much as possible. So yeah, I can see in order to make it feel fluid, they decided, yeah, in certain situations, the web swing will not attach to anything. Alright, circuit project's complete. We'll go to this. Ooh, what's this over here? Hello?
Today's the day. Grant review. We're ready. The work has progressed at a remarkable pace. I honestly never thought we'd get the tensile actuator back to an acceptable tolerance. But Parker, the boy has an eye for guerrilla science like none other. Just as I was ready to order a custom machine replacement part, he returned from the hardware store with a bottle of solvent and a toothbrush. Bang! Actuator problem resolved. The boy is a genius.
Oh, Otto, you flatter me.
Late genius. It's already 10 after. Where is he? Surely he couldn't have forgotten today's review.
Sorry I let you down, Doc.
Yeah. That is totally what Peter does. Are you joking? We got another little audio thing
Thank
here.
you again for doing these blind reviews. Peer review is the backbone of great science. You know, as we've prepped for the upcoming fitting, I felt an itch in the back of my brain. Is this really the best method of limb replacement? Silly, I know, but I keep thinking, might there be another way?
If only there was another way of making prosthetic limbs. Oh wait, there is. You don't have AI controlling it. Let's have a look at this board as well. So we've got prototypes, we've got Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout next version installed. So yeah, get funding, make a consumer model, open a second lab, start construction, limited testing, large scale trials, and then ship. Yeah, I'm sure that's going very well. Peter Parker has a nice day coming soon to a PlayStation 5 near you. Isn't that Miles Morales has a nice day with his spider cat?
Doc was testing a new
spectrograph.
contact material for the prosthetic.
Your goal is to identify the unknown substance by its absorption spectrum. Use fragments of the unknown substance to try and match up the absorption lines in the spectrum. Use the left stick to move your cursor. Press X to pick up a fragment. Okay. Let's do this one. Oh, right. Okay. So, yes. We want to do that. Place a fragment into the available slot and try to match up the absorption lines. Yeah. So, it's basically match the dots. Ta-da! Pattern found! Sweet. Today is not the day, but today is gonna be the day you should learn how to talk, Otto.
Strong, but there's a
Welcome back to I have to buy a lot of recorders everywhere,
Keep looking for
because
other
every time I
materials.
use one, I've left it somewhere. Yeah, you're not wrong. The fact that he needs multiple of those is not a good sign. Losing them all over the lab.
All right.
Additional
Get out of here before I
spectrograph
screw
projects are
things
now
up for Doc even
available.
more.
Oh. Let's do some more. Yeah, we'll just do first two. Okay, so unknown substance.
What was Doc working on with
Okay.
this?
Ah, okay, I see. So they're gonna have slightly different lines and their layouts, like mirror images. Ta-da! Sweet, good stuff.
Beautiful.
I assume that doing these projects within the science lab will give you enough XP to do a new skill point.
Looks like another potential prosthetic contact material.
Ah. Some unknown substances require multiple fragments to be stacked in a column. If two absorption lines overlap, they combine into a thicker absorption line. I see. So, we need to find something like... So that's one. And then we need to have just a single line somewhere, but... That's going to make it too thick on the bottom one, isn't it? Okay. Interesting. But, let's see. Does that work with these two? Not quite. Oh, and I'm assuming that you have limited number of things to choose from as well. Okay, I see. So, we're going to have one over here. And then two over here. Yep, that makes sense. So now we want to have 3 and a 2. Like so. We need another 2 here, but that makes that line too thick. No, let's take that off. So in that case, what we're trying to do is here and one here. Ta-da! Sweet. Simple puzzles!
Oh, hydrogel IPN. This looks promising. Bet it'd
Good
be a
stuff.
great tissue interface.
Okie dokie. So, how much XP do I have? Skills. Ooh, 350 XP away. Okay. Right. So I wasn't too far off that. This is what we're doing now. So we'll get be 100 XP away. Got our moves list as well. Okay, that's good for me to have a reference point. And the DLC. So I don't know if I actually got the DLC. I assume that it wouldn't show up if I didn't have it. Because I didn't really pay attention to it. Yeah, we'll worry about that later, I think. It's over here. Ta-da! Hi, Jan! Thanks for joining the stream. How you doing today? You'll have noticed, Jan, well, actually, I don't know if it'll show up for you, but we've met the community challenge of doing the Among Us Battle Royale. So, we will definitely look into doing the Among Us game. Wow, my suit's still ripped. Couldn't fix that, Peter? Come on. You must be good at sewing stuff, having to repair all your clothes. Ah, so
Spiderman,
close.
it's Yuri.
Fisk make it to Rikers yet?
Not Rikers. Our boy qualifies for the VIP treatment. He's in the raft.
Ah, joining Scorpion, Electro, and the rest. Fisk should be honored. That's esteemed company.
Can you swing by the precinct? Got an issue that could benefit from your unique skill set.
For you, Yuri, anything. I'm on my way.
Wow.
Huh.
Yeah, you're right.
Looks like
Sometimes
Jameson's got a
Spider-Man
new episode out.
doesn't actually
Wonder what my #1
attach to
fan thinks
something.
about the Fisk takedown.
is Just the Facts with J. Jonah Jameson, where listeners like you discuss the issues affecting our city with Pulitzer Prize-winning two-time Pulitzer Prize-winning former publisher of the Daily Bugle. Hey, plug the book. And as always, if you order Mr. Jameson's books, Spider-Man, Threat, or Menace, within 24 hours of our broadcast, you'll get an autographed copy at no extra charge.
No personalizations, don't ask, not gonna get it. Welcome to Just the Facts with J. Jonah Jameson, alerting you to the threats you don't even know about. Let's dive right into the calls. Speak.
Okay, so not for nothing. You gotta give Spider-Man respect for taking down Wilson Fisk, right? I mean, one less mob boss is good for everyone.
Is that right? Tell me, are you a police officer? Prosecutor? Maybe an award-winning reporter with decades on the job like me?
No, I'm a plumber.
Oh, good. Then fix my toilet and shut up! Let me explain something to you about crime bosses. As soon as one goes down, every punk with a gun, a tracksuit, and a drawer full of gold chains decides he's the next god.
I'm not going to be able to listen to all of this podcast episode. That's actually quite interesting. I was going to say Jameson didn't sound right in that call, but it was producer first. But I want to listen to more of those if I can.
Now that you quit smoking, what do you tell people when you come up here?
That I need a break from their crap.
Fair enough. So, why'd you call? Need a date to the policeman's ball?
You got a black and white suit?
No.
We spent too much
No
on
venom here.
Oscorp surveillance tech.
Worth it though, right?
It was. Until an hour ago. The whole system went down. Citywide. Every tower.
How?
They tell me someone sabotaged the central server, and now all the towers are offline.
Inside job?
Maybe. I'll figure it out later. Right now, we need to get the towers back online. Fast.
And you called me? Aw, that's sweet.
Who else does she
I
know?
called someone I could trust. Plus, the signals are scrambled, and we have no idea how to fix it.
Ooh. I love a challenge.
You break it, you buy it.
Unnecessary
you
flourish
trusted
when
me.
descending from the railing. Okay. So when will we do
Let's take a
Among
look at
Us?
this
I don't know. We'll have to look into it soon,
fans have been
but I don't know when
shifting,
exactly. But yeah, it won't be too long. If you want me in Among Us, it's better to have it on weekends or Fridays. Yes, I think that's probably what we'll do, yeah. So don't worry about that, Reaper. Weekends and Fridays will probably be the best time to do it. For us, anyway. How's it going? Sorry I'm not in chat much. That's fine, don't worry about it. You watching The
We
Boys?
just had a tower come back
How is The
online.
Boys? I've heard a lot about it. It's
Not
supposed to
just
be
a free
good.
mask, huh?
Whatever you did, any chance you could do it to the other towers?
Sure, but just so you know, I had to sync up with the tower to fix it. I'm seeing all crime data in the area now. Looks like there's a break-in happening near me.
Great. I've got units nearby.
Don't bother. I'm on it.
Press R3 to locate crimes in progress. So here's the explanation for why you can see everything on the map.
Watch my back.
That's good. And The Boys is good. It's intense. I'm out of the loop here. What's this about Among Us? So we set up a community challenge to do Among Us game at some
These
point.
guys didn't forget their keys.
So we've met that community challenge now. So we will set up a community. We'll set up an Among Us game at some point. Enemies with melee weapons block most attacks, but are vulnerable to air launch attacks, webs, and throwables. Okay. So launch and then tap, 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 tap. Okay. And tap, 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 tap. Okay, good. Alright. Web them up, web them up, web them up. Doo-doo-doo-doo. And yeah, clearly these normal goons are much easier than the ones against Fisk. Hey, we beat them.
Okay,
Stop the
wrap it up.
crime.
Thanks for that.
Nice.
Now I'm seeing an assault near you.
You're in luck, Yuri. Your favorite tough but lovable, grizzled, seen-too-much detective is in town.
What? No. You promised you wouldn't do that any...
Spider Cop.
Please, no.
Yeah, Spider Cop. Nice. So I got a level for that as well, which is nice. Woo!
So you're the snitch.
Back off, creep.
Yep, she's the one.
I said back off.
Everyone's wearing their ski mask balaclavas to cover their faces, as per pandemic
Leave me
rules.
alone.
Keep it quiet, lady.
Get away from
Alright.
her.
Web strike. Brutes will block your melee attacks. Use webs and throwables to make them vulnerable. So there's actually no point trying to hit those guys at all, is there? Ooh. Whoop. I do like the fact that you can do the web swing attack like mid combo. Let's do some air launches. Woo. Slide underneath. Oh. Alright, so let's web him up. Chuck a bin on him. And then smack him in the face. You getting up? Yeah, you getting up. Do, 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 do. There we go. Sweet.
Walk away now, or she's
Ooh.
dead.
Oh, ooh. Save the hostage before the time runs out. Use the left stick to aim at the target and press R1 to disarm them. Okay. Oh, right, I see. That was a bit of an awkward way for that to happen, but... Okay, that makes sense. Nice. Ta-da!
All clear,
Another
man.
crime stopped.
I knew Jameson was wrong about you. You're a little weird, but you got a good heart.
Thanks, I
Have
guess.
you got somewhere to go?
I could take care of myself.
I'm sure you can, but just in case, there's a place called the Feast Center.
Seen it. I don't want charity.
They got the best wheat cakes
Alright,
in the
fine.
city, hands down.
What on
Mom used
earth's
to
a
make
wheat
those.
cake?
Haven't had any
Is there like a rice
in a long
cake?
time.
That is neither
check
like
it
rice
out.
nor cake?
Thanks, Spider Guy.
It's Spider-Man,
Spider
but sure.
Man. That one. Should be able to spot
Oh,
the next
dear.
tower from up there.
Oh dear. Okay. So yes, we will set up Among Us at some point. Can I not just swing? Oh, I guess I'll have to start running. Parkour! There we go. We'll set up Among Us at some point. And yeah, we can have loads of people playing. That'd be nice.
A second surveillance tower.
Are you narrating yourself?
What? No! Of course not! The chief never did understand Spider Cop. Thought he was a loose cannon.
Already regretting this.
I think Ollie said that he's got a feeling of wanting to watch the Marvel films again. I mean, we do have Disney Plus, so you can do that. Oh, do I need to be at the time? Yeah, here we go.
Bet I can modify these towers to track more than just crimes.
There we go. Ooh. Fun with friends, more with voice chat over Discord. Yep, definitely. He crushed that guy's chest. He does. Like, Spider-Man really does just kill people. He just
Towers are
doesn't
picking
show
up
it.
all kinds of RFID signals now, including one nearby.
Ooh.
What is that?